Now we have a beams move method, so let's use that instead. Let's call ship beams move and ship move instead. Same thing with the beams plot. Let's use the beams plot instead and delete the beams plot called from the plot method. So let's add that to the plot function in the game class. Ship beams plot. Okay, perfect. So now let's change the starting coordinates in the add enemies so that they are above the screen. We want the enemies to come down from the top while we write the text or blink the text get ready on screen. So let's write private method get ready. This is similar in the way that we have two timers, similar to the lost life function, but it's too tricky to change the code and so that we can use it in both of these cases. So instead, let's write create two new timers. I'm sorry, in the get ready method. We set the counter to 100 and the blink count to the same amount as in the lost life, 8. While counter is counting, we plot the enemies, delay, and then move the enemies down. We need a Boolean display get ready. We set it to false initially, and down here, if the blink counter not is counting anymore, it's time to switch. Then we set display get ready to not display ready to change it to the opposite. If display get ready, then we just plot get ready at the coordinate 40 and 10. Otherwise, we delete the text at the same position. Okay. Let's go to the enemies class. Okay. So in the plot function, let's add if the enemy's x coordinate is greater than 5, we plot the enemy. We only want the enemies to be plotted if they're far enough down from the top to be visible. Otherwise, we will get an error. We now go to the enemies class and add the move down method. So we need a move down timer, move down speed timer. So if the move down speed timer is still counting, just return. And let's add that timer, private timer, move down speed. We copy the move up speed and create a move down speed, which we set to, we can use 5 for now. Copy the instantiation of the move up and use it for, let's write it instead. In the constructor, we set the move down speed. Okay. What's next? Okay, in the move down function, we loop over all the enemies. And we call a new increase function instead. Let's go to the enemy base and add the increase method. Increase coordinate y plus plus. Back to the enemies class. I'm sorry, I need to think a little bit. Okay, let's copy and add a move down steps. And let's set it to 27 for now. I think that's a good value. And we add the move down steps timer and set it in the enemy's constructor. New timer, move down steps. Okay, back to the move down method. So if we're not moving, or if we've reached the limit of 27, we should just return. That's the idea. We need to get the enemy coordinate so that we can delete the top row as they're moving down. And then we need to call the getReady method in the play method in the game class. We add a readline here so that we can test it out and see if the timing is right. And down here in the move down method, we also add in the for each, if the coordinate is greater than 7, then we delete the row. Let's set it to 5 instead. I think that's the best value. Let's also change the timer. Let's set it to 250. I think that's a better value. Okay, so we compile and try it out. They're coming down. Okay, way too far, and the get ready is purple, so, and not in the center, so let's add a set color and set it to yellow. And x coordinates 45 and y coordinates 55 for now. Okay, back to the enemies class again. I think the move down steps can be 30. Let's see. Okay, so let's change the value to 4. If the y value is greater than 4, then we plot and unplot, so to say, the enemies. Let's add a private int constant here. Private const int top start row. It's always a better idea to use constants instead of magic numbers in the code. So let's not use a timer, I'm sorry. Let's change it and use an integer instead. Move down steps. We set this to 0 and we have a limit of 30, and we remove this, and instead we say, right, if move down steps is greater than the constant move down steps, then we return, and just increase the move down steps by 1. I'm sorry that I made a mistake here. This is the way we want to do it. $30, yes. Now, and then finally, we want to play a sound. So we copy this life lost method and add a getReady method. I've already prepared a getReady wav file. Let's set it to 0.8, and then in the game class we just add a call in the play. In the getReady method, we add sound.getReady. Okay. We delete the console reline and we add another blank at the end so that the getReady will be deleted for sure when the getReady call is over. Let's change the value to 1.2 for the sound. Okay. Alright, I think a better time and value will be under 160. Let's compile and try it out. Perfect. It works the way we wanted it.